If you were cornered by a group of YNs, how many of them do you think you would beat off before going down? Beat up before going down. PS, remember Sketch getting back shots. All right. Thank you for the $5 Australian. I ain't seen it, but I know about it. Group of YNs. I don't know. I just open a book at them. Oh, and they go, hey, gee, man. We all down, man. You bringing that crazy shit in here, man. That crazy, that juju, man. You don't bring that shit up here. And I start opening this like mathematics book at them, and maybe a book on physics or something. Ooh, and I go, gee, man. He bringing that heat, man. I don't know, some shit like that. Thank you for the membership, William Hawk. Looking jacked on the Mighty Mouse pod. I told you guys, hey chat, I'm gonna re-say a claim that I made years ago. Chat, I'm kind of like an out of camp Sergei Pavlovich, chat. Okay? When are we going to accept that this is the truth? You know? You need to do more podcasts. I want to, but I don't want to do them like all the time. I just spoke to Pimlet. We're going to figure something out. I spoke to him yesterday and he messaged back today as well. So I'm sorting something out with Pimlage. Pimlage is pretty cool with me. I think that's one of the strongest connections. You know? I think he's the only fighter that's just messaged me out of nowhere before. You know? Sergei Spivak. Not Sergei Spivak. Sergei Pavlovich, dude. Out of camp. Sergei Pavlovich, dude. Thoughts on DJ's criticism of the Bobby Green impression? I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a pretty good impression, but apparently not. Is JDM technically the lineal BMF champ? Suits him well, to be fair. He is. JDM is the lineal BMF champion. He is. Notice the cut after you guys chat about race bias. They ain't ready for the guru stuff, dude. They think they're ready, but they're not. They're not. They're not ready for all the stuff, I've got to say. But it's all good. They also cut things up to put it in different orders as well, because they wanted to talk about the Superior Oliveira stuff earlier, and I was even telling them to put the emotional shit towards the end, but no, it's all good. So there were a couple cuts that weren't about that, but I don't remember what they cut out. Was watching the DJ pod in around the 20-minute mark. You called the UFC fighters slaves while staring directly into his eyes. Thought it was pretty based. Well, I'm not. How's that anything to... I'm not doing that to Dana White's face. That would be somewhere where it would be aura. Hey, Guru, I know you get a lot of shit even from fans, so I wanted to say keep up the good work and don't let the shit get to you. I don't let it get to me. That's the point. Thank you for the $5, but I appreciate the 5. Bro said the light is like that to hide his identity. No, I just like not looking like myself whenever I'm doing videos and stuff. I don't know why. It's like a weird thing. Maybe I'll change it soon. They said you look like the world's largest dwarf. I did see that, yeah. I'll read some comments in a second. Did you have any thoughts during the interview that you could body DJ? No, I didn't. Actually, I'm pretty logical about all that, because I said, like in my head, I was like, damn, it's crazy that he could fuck me up, you know. At one point, I thought that, like, damn, it's actually crazy that this guy would absolutely destroy me in a fight. That's what I thought. So I didn't actually think, you know, I could beat him up. I'm not Bradley Martin. I'm not retarded. Why is Bellato minus 550? I don't know why. I don't know why either. But Bellato got manhandled by CRUTE. How big of a... All right. Here we go. Bellato got manhandled by CRUTE. Did he get submitted by him like Paul Craig did? Reversed, flipped around, ragdolled, and subbed by him? No, he didn't. Everyone talking about this Jimmy CRUTE shit with Rodolfo Bellato. I saw that on... Someone on Twitter posted, this is the guy that's going to beat Paul Craig, by the way. He's a minus 550. I get the odds are crazy, but dude, Jimmy CRUTE submitted Paul Craig. He's a good grappler. Is it me as your... It's me, your ex-girlfriend, Guru. I miss you. Loopholes, dude. Never had a girlfriend. Thank you for the 5. Guru, love you, my Can't wait for you to run the UFC. September 8th, 2031, Guru becomes the UFC president. September the 8th. Why September the 8th? Can't we do it on the 11th? You know? I'm not sure. Why the 8th? What's specific about that? Thank you for the 5. I appreciate you, though. Thank you. And I will run the UFC. How did your beard grow so quickly? I mean, it's been a week and I trimmed it for the pod. You know? I said when JDM and Volk's fight got announced, Aussie MMA is back, and it truly is. Let's get those Dagestani dogs to come to Perth, yes. Dude, we're so back. The Aussies are so back. We are so back, dude. Claims he would watch Apex cards even if he wasn't paid, but it's Friday and there's no predictions for the fights tomorrow. Great interview, bro. It's Thursday, technically, even though we're past the midnight area. But I have done the predictions, and they're coming out after the stream. I'm living my best life. John Jones. Ollie have a better chance of KOing or subbing Ilya. He does. But again, I don't like the odds, man. Chat, there's actually such a great way to make money off the UFC betting. And it's just by looking at some of these crazy odds. You know? Playing the crazy odds for low money is actually so fucking worth it at this point, man. Some of these underdogs are like plus 400. And I'm like, dude, it's Charles Oliveira. It's Charles Oliveira. And Ilya's nearly a 4-1 favorite against him. He should be 2-1. Maximum. Insane. Sad we have to wait until November for Tom versus John. Wasting Tom's prime, I know. Thanks for the content, mate. No problem. Thank you for the $10, Jires. Appreciate the 10, dude. Thank you. November for Tom versus John. It is a shame, isn't it? Thank you for the 10. But that's what's happening. MSG. Just wanted to correct you on Ilya. His shorter arms mean his punches are tighter and travel less distance, allowing for quicker, more explosive shots, especially in close or mid-range. I'm a boxing coach. But you're not a listener, because that wasn't my point in any way whatsoever. Thank you for the 15 Australian dollars. Appreciate you. You didn't listen to my point at all on that. Thank you. You still going fishing with Bryce this summer? I am, yeah. Thanks for the streams, Pigger. Thank you for the 7 months of membership, dude. Yeah, I commented on Bryce's thing and he responded to me about it. I can't remember what it was, though. But yeah, definitely. For sure. If I'm in America, I'm seeing Bryce Mitchell, dude. There's no way around it. Where is Bryce? Jesus Christ. A lot of interactions recently. Bryce Mitchell. Oh, I'm not going to go through it all now. But yeah, we confirmed that it's going to go down. People were commenting MMA Guru when he said, who wants to go fishing with me at Tuck and Aaron? I said, see you in July, brother. And he said, can't wait, brother. Yeah. Guru and Bryce, dude, out on the lake. Doing some fishing, brother. Black's trying to claim us gingers. We should ask for reparations. Black people are trying to claim gingers. What's this? Gingers like the most white people ever. Thank you for the 7 Canadian dollars. Dude, why are the Muslims and the blacks trying to claim the gingers, dude? They notice a weak, a very easily manipulated, low self-esteem human amongst us, amongst our flock, for them to lead astray. Don't let them lead you astray, gingers. Don't let them lead you astray, dude. Trying to get reparations? Nah. Base to be Aussie when you got JDM, Vulcan Rob. Thank you for the 3 Australian dollars. Yes. What about Steve Erting? You forgetting about Steve Erting? What about Jack Jenkins and Cody Haddon? You forgot about them? Pod the phrase is full bore, not full board. Whatever. It's a basketball saying. Bro went from a pig to a boar. Thank you for the £2. Appreciate it. I tried. I didn't actually try. I need to start taking gym serious. Let's get serious. Come on. Come on. Let's get serious. Thank you for the £2. Being real, Bellato shit, but Craig is finished. I know Craig's done, I reckon. It will be a Monday and 279 was cancelled that day. Ah, there's prophecies about this. I didn't know there was such scriptures that detailed this. The forbidden scrolls of when I'll take over. Why didn't you use your real Jones impression on DJ's Pub? I don't know. I can never think about the impressions once I'm actually doing them. And I wanted to do ones that were accurate, you know. You think DJ's on gear? No judgment, given his age and retirement. I wouldn't be surprised if he jumped on something during retirement, but no. You'd be surprised. You know, he's a smaller dude. Build muscle pretty quickly. No, I don't know. I'm not willing to say he just jumped on gear at the end of his career, or now that he's not in the testing pool. So no, I doubt it. Thank you for the 5. But he is yoked now. He has put on some muscle. But a lot of these guys restrict their weight for a long time, you know. But maybe he is, dude. Maybe DJ is on some sauce. How many chicken jawed Afghani Basharat refugees to be in Ghana? Okay, all right. Thank you for the $5. In Ghana. I don't know. If they can, like, catch him on his motorbike, they can get him. You know what I mean? Great pod guru, really relatable, and a lot of great takes. Need more pig in the mouse content for real. We're going to do more. We're actually doing a monthly show. A monthly pay-per-view recap show with Demetrius Johnson. That's what we're doing. I know you guys are probably aware of that, but yeah, we are. Thoughts on Ilya Islam Twitter exchange? They've been going back and forth. I've seen it. I guess I could go over that here. It'd be normally something I'd make a video of, but if there was other news, but I guess I can find out what he's been saying. Ilya Topturo Mahyem. So Mokaev said, difference between me and you, that I cleaned the top list in my division. Moved to next, but you ran away from 2 contenders who had consecutive 5 to 9 wins in the featherweight division. You are a nobody in the lightweight division. Just a big mouth from Spain with nice haircut. Whoa, gay. He had to stop himself, dude. He couldn't just insult Topuria. We are insultable, dude. We are insultable. By Mokaev, dude. He couldn't help but mention that he had good hair. With a nice haircut. Go get 1 W and we can talk, boy. This isn't Mokaev. And then Ilya says, the difference between you and me is that I'm a man and you're a coward. I speak and fight, you talk and hide. Run away far, leaving no trace. I don't know what the translated bit at the end is. The Russian phrase is, you are a little boy. He put in a Russian language there at the end. It's Russia versus Georgia, dude. And a tale of as old as time. We are uninsultable. Great pod. Do more IRL in the US. Also, Navajo said on stream he watches your shit and likes you and thinks you're hella funny. Clip it, dude. Does Adesanya know about this? Thank you for the 6 months of membership. Clip it, dude. Get it clipped and send it over, Saeed Nurmagomedov's burner. I know I've got you on IG. Kind of random, but people saying JDM was down 0-2 versus Burns when he could have won rounds on damage. I will say that, but you can't say it. Watching it live, you can say potentially 1-1. But watching it back, knowing that Burns broke JDM's arm with the kick, you have to give it to Burns on damage. Who agrees with me on that take? As much as I'm a JDM ride or die fan, you have to, in hindsight, even though watching it live, it should have been scored to JDM because he landed the better shots. Knowing that Burns broke his arm with a kick, you have to, you have to say that he won it. He won the round on damage, you know. Thank you for the $100, Jais. I haven't forgotten about the ones ahead, but I appreciate you. I wanted to get this one done. My boy Hamzat is beating DDP, bro. Just watch. Without you in JG2, I would have never been a fan of the UFC. Thanks. JG2 converting you. Fair enough. Shout out to JG2. Thank you for the $100, Jais. He's been doing some good content recently as well. So good to see that from him. Thank you for the 100, Jais. Appreciate the 100, dude. I appreciate it a lot. It's a lot of money. Thank you. You should go to O Block with Brandon on Fetty. You dig? I don't know if that's happening. Oh, Brandon Buckingham? Maybe, yeah. He's meeting me in America. Jones sniffed his hair because it smells like mahogany. Thank you for the 2. Yes, it does. Impression of Mikey M saying you have to respect Bilal. You guys have got to stop disrespecting Bilal. I'll put a bullet in you. Point is, shorter arms actually equals more power. Yeah, that wasn't my point. Longer arms equals more power, or not more power. Longer arms equals less effort for the power. If you have shorter arms, it's all muscle-based. Even Demetrius Johnson agreed with me here, guys. But if you have longer arms, it doesn't take as much from your gas tank to land with shots that could KO someone and spin their jaw. You know? It's like a lot of just sort of letting the punch do its thing rather than pushing it to, if you have shorter arms. Imavov versus DDP prediction. I'm going to go with Nasruddin Imavov. No, I'm going to go with DDP. I'm going to pick DDP against everyone. Ever. Never doubt him. Don't ever have 3 days off again, pig. Sorry. Yeah, I was just doing stuff yesterday, though. I was here yesterday. It's not hard to look big hench next to Mighty Mouse, little bro. All right. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. I'm not that big. Respect you, brother. You sat with DJ for a few hours. Let's hear the impression. What impression? Thank you for the $5. Impression of what? I don't get it. Soda posted Transporter 2 watch along with Mullen. With Nick Mullen, Dan Soda and Nick Mullen collaborating Transporter 2 watch along. Nice. That's cool. I'm the transporter. Oh, that one, yeah. I'll go get you to Hong Kong. That thing, they did the whole mimicking it. I don't know why you won't. Impression of Rogan bragging about how John found his sexuality at 37-year-old. People forget, man. He made up that he was gay at 37. Sup, Julius saw the DJ pod. Bro called the UFC our company. I know. Also, yes, me and Ilya get fraud checked by Dubronx. We are no match for Olives. You can't say we if it's a negative thing for Ilya Tapuria. We are getting fraud checked. We are going to be destroyed. Give me a quick reet and squeal. Thank you for the 2. Don't like doing that for money, but here we are. Guru and Bryce fishing and noticing. Damn right, brother. We're going to be noticing a whole lot. Twitter beefs in broken English are the best. They are. They're always the best. We need Paulo Costa back in the battlefield, starting some shit with Copylove. Loved you getting real with DJ. I can relate to that fear of monotony that lights the fire to grind and have more. Big ups, big guy. Thank you for the 5, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Shit was shitty, yo. Things are a little better now for me, though. Thank you for the 5. Low country hillbilly. Yusuf or Santos, Arosa or Costa. The annoying thing about that clip, though, of me getting real with DJ is I wanted it all cut out. I was talking to him after, like, are you sure you want to put that stuff in? I don't know why I did it. This was supposed to be an MMA chat, and I don't know why I did that. But he did ask about my origins. But, yeah, that's the thing that got clipped and has, like, hundreds of thousands of views now. And, like, some emotional fucking inspirational TikTok edit type shit. Thank you for the 5. Yusuf or Santos, Arosa or Costa. And you just wait for the video. Santos and Costa. UFC needs to bring back face-off interviews like Till Masvidal. They do. Could you imagine that with DDP Chimaev? Dude, Chimaev would flip a table. That would be so much value. Yes or no, chat? If DDP Chimaev got into one of those face-offs, Chimaev is flipping the table 100%. 100% he's flipping the table. He slams his hands down and fucking flips the table on DDP after DDP's getting the better of him in some back and forth. 100% that's what happens. Why do Islam look so big for lightweight and too small for welterweight? Some people are those in-between weights type guys. It's a big jump. 15 pounds is a big jump. Especially when you ain't got much to give on your frame like Mokaev. You know, he's all frame at the end of the day. Shout out to Paul Craig, though. Took pics with nearly everyone at Cage Warriors. Only time he said no was to a literal coked out fat ginger cunt who tried to get a pic with a beanie on during, I'm joking, during Clancy's walkout and told Paul, your attitude's fucking stinking. Tried to get a picture during Clancy's walkout and told him your attitude's stinking. The audacity of the guy. Thank you for the 20 pounds. Yeah, shout out to Paul Craig. I even said it in my prediction video. I said, like, he seems like a great guy, but he's just shit. Unfortunately. He just body kicks and fails takedowns. Was Tapuria losing against Max? No, it was 1-1. Thank you for the 2. And he was up in the 3rd round before he got the finish. Thank you, Sebastian Martinez. I appreciate that, man. JDM on track to be the coolest champ ever. Oh my god, chat. Has anyone been watching back the JDM highlights? Isn't it so fucking sick to have someone doing that shit on the fucking world stage for a championship belt, man? I need a fighter whose highlights look good to, like, music, you know? JDM's combinations, tearing it up on Belal against the cage. Fuck, JDM's so fucking sick, man. You know? Especially in the 5th round. I know, but some of the ones on the earlier rounds were so good. He don't know you. We've had chats in the DMs. So he does know me. Thank you very much. Bro, you looked mad cute on the DJ pod. Ayo, pause. Alright, it doesn't save you. Would be nice to see another camera of you in the future. Maybe in the future, mate, but not that gay shit, yeah? Impression of Ariel and Mike Tyson in a prison cell as prison cellmates. Got you here. Thank you for the 2, some shit like that. You should do a vid on UFC conspiracies you believe. I could do a video on that, perhaps. A UFC conspiracy video. There's going to be a week gap after this. A 2-week gap after this, so maybe. Our hole has secreted large amounts of fluid. Okay. Impression of Tom Aspinall first time watching John Jones video in Thailand. Hey, got a minute. What's going on here? Hey, Dad. Come here. Hello, Tom. Yeah, come out of your fucking side room, mate. I feel like Tom's dad's always near him for some reason. At all times. Come out, mate. Yeah, I know it's midnight, but wake up a second here. Look at this fucking gay guy, John Jones. What's going on, mate? Guru is in charge of the UFC and Nikita Krylov getting his 4th title shot coming off of 9 losses. I tell you, dude. Eli Lateng's getting his ranked opportunity soon. Very soon. And Davy Grant is getting a title shot. Fact. How great did it feel having DJ be genuinely shocked and impressed with your MMA knowledge? I'm telling you, dude. Was there anything that shocked you about him? Yeah, dude. DJ's, he knows the lingo. You know what I'm saying? DJ's cool, dude. He's got good banter. Because we were talking quite a bit aside from being on the podcast as well. But yeah, DJ's cool. Really cool. Yeah, it's cool to get him respecting my MMA knowledge. Ha. Well, because very easily, chat, yes or no. As the MMA YouTuber that doesn't have an in, imagine if I would have fucked it up and he would have gone after me for fucking it up. You know what I mean? Mokaev is here, Guru. Stop donating. I don't see Mokaev in here. I don't know. I've got so many donations to get through. But I don't see you. Add me on PlayStation. Wee man. Is it really Mohamed Mokaev in here? I'll get back to donations in a second. I shit on you a little bit, Mokaev, in the video. There he is. Yes, Guru. What's up, Mokaev, man? I shit on you on the DJ pod a little bit, but it was for good reason. You know, we need to get you back in the UFC. Thank you for messaging there. There you go. I got it. Mayhem Miller in the chat as well. I got to get back to the donations, guys. Come on. He is there. He is in here. Yeah, Mokaev and Mayhem Miller's also in here as well. I don't know. We got a few people in here, but I'm fucking donation simulator. Because you keep fucking donating donations. Stop. God. What's up, Mokaev? I mentioned you on the DJ pod. I'm sure you saw it. Shout out to Mokaev, dude. Re-sign Mokaev as the heel of the UFC flyweight division. The menace of the division, dude. Re-sign Mokaev and paint the narrative that we can't let him get the belt. You know? We're giving him every matchup it takes to not let him get there. I don't know why they're so willing to, like, hold back Belal and Ankalaev for, like, fight style, but, like, Mokaev just gets cut from the promotion. It's kind of crazy. Impression of McGregor in blackface telling Chandler to adopt him. All right. Yes. This is what we're getting back to. Adopt me, me. Hey, Chandler, adopt me then, me. That's what we're doing, guys. Thank you for the $10. What was the plan if you did